Join us as we explore the enchanting, quirky, and haunted streets of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. From wandering the winding Victorian downtown and local shopping to visiting America's most haunted hotel, this Arkansas gem is full of surprises.
Welcome everybody, Dale and Leanna, Moments of Adventure. We got Toby with us here as well, and we do some adventures on the road with camping, side-by-side riding, and just general fun. This week, we are on our way to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, where I have never been before.
I have been, but it was back in the 1900s, so
you developed it.
I don't remember a whole lot.
Oh.
No, actually, that's not true. I did go on a girls' trip there in the 2000s, but it's been a long time since I've been, and I'm getting ready to show Dale some cool stuff.
Awesome. So we're staying at a RV resort. It's called Wonderlust RV Resort.
Which sounds dirty, but apparently it's nice.
How did I pick this out, Dale? Well, Google. There's not too many RV parks around Eureka Springs. There was this one, there was another one just south that didn't have the best reviews in the world, and then there was a KOA. And the KOA was actually priced pretty competitively, but this one just looked a little bit closer to town, and it's not a KOA.
There's also a state park close on Beaver Lake, but we're staying close to town this time.
Yep. So we're on our way to Eureka Springs. We only have another hour to go or so. And let's get checked in and start this sightseeing adventure. Are we gonna see any ghosts?
I don't know. Eureka Springs is home to the Crescent Hotel, which is supposed to be the most haunted hotel in all of America.
Ooh.
It used to be, because Eureka Springs has springs, and some doctor had it as a hospital infirmary kind of thing where he took in cancer patients. So a lot of people died there. He got arrested because he really wasn't helping anybody. Just taking a bath doesn't really get rid of cancer, but that's a whole nother thing.
And I heard he was collecting like
body parts and
parts
tumors
in jars and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he buried them.
He didn't bury them. He had them in the basement. Somebody bought it, found their jars, buried them. Somebody else excavated them. And now it's a whole thing.
Yeah, creepy.
It's a little creepy.
So maybe we'll see a ghost. So here's our campsite. Love it. Very nice. Has a nice big tree for a little bit of shade and to stop the Starlink. No, just kidding. Starlink works fine. Nice and long, plenty of gravel, and long enough for the side-by-side. So works out pretty good. Has a picnic table, and I'm claiming that picnic table even though I'm being told that it's not ours, but it's on my property.
It's not on your property. It's the neighbor's site.
So it feels like we are on top of a hill, which I think we are. So when you walk around the campground, on either side of it are these big, long ravines with a lot of trees, which is very, very nice. Let's do a stroll up here and I'll show you the pool. But gorgeous views.
So one of the things that Eureka Springs is known for is the Passion Play. And the Passion Play is the last 10 days in the life of Christ. So it actually happens just down the road here, but they also have the Christ the Redeemer statue of the Ozarks. It's really pretty. We did not do the play this time because we did other things, but I have seen it before and it is worth seeing.
Very nice pool, gets up to 6 feet. Laundry room, which I have used this week. Uses coins. You can get coins at the office. But nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. And it's only $1.75.
The pool says 6 feet, but there's an asterisk. I don't think it's really 6 feet. Eureka Springs is a cool town because they have a trolley system. And there is actually a trolley stop right outside the park here We haven't used it yet because we really haven't been anywhere to need the trolley, and it stops at 6. So that's kind of put a dampen on whether we use it or not.
Downtown Eureka Springs. We are going on a haunted tour.
Right?
Yeah.
We had to work today, so we're back to evening activities.
Yeah.
The good news is the sun's still up because it's just about 7:15.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little walk through. All the stores are closed, so no shopping right now, but hopefully we can get some shopping before we go.
Yeah, I want to hear some stories. I want to hear some history of Eureka Springs. So let's find out what they have to say. There's a lot of steps in Eureka Springs.
A lot of steps, a lot of hills.
Yeah, a lot of hills, a lot of hills. So we got done with the walking tour. It was good.
It was good.
It wasn't great, but it was good. It was good.
I think you're limited because a lot of the other tours we've been on, you get to go in buildings and inside places.
Yeah.
And this one, the only place you really went in was what they said was a cave. I'm not sure it really was.
And I was looking for a little bit more history, a few more stories. He told about, accidents of people dying, but not really told of anybody seeing the ghosts after the fact.
This is true.
Nope, these stairs right here, these are the very same stairs I actually showed you a picture of earlier. We're not here because of these stairs in particularly, or what's at the top. We're here because what's in the wall about halfway up this hill. There's a big cave. Because if you paint over lead paint without doing a proper acid wash first, the lead paint from the original sign will do like this one did and bleed back through. Not with any of its lustrous colors, but just the bare bones of the original sign. Hence the good word ghost sign.
I've noticed this in a couple of different storefronts. This is clearly an offering of something. But I would think on a ghost tour they would tell you why or what they're for. I got nothing.
Ghosts were made is what he said, which I understand, but have we seen any of these ghosts?
Has anybody seen ghosts, or is it just like a murder tour?
Yeah, there were no stories about, well, you see this ghost on these stairs every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Kind of like that type stuff.
I don't think that's a thing. Actually, now that you mention it, though, there were no real stories of people seeing anything.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Absolutely. He didn't say of any experiences, which is kind of strange to me. But it was nice to walk in the town. It was nice to walk in dark through Eureka Springs with a group.
With a group, yeah. Let's come back during the day and see if we can get some stories with shopping.
Okay, there we go.
Looks like a cool town to
absolutely gorgeous.
To do more than just window shop.
That is true. All right, let's take a look.
Walk around shop, maybe.
So here's what Eureka Springs looks like at 10 o'clock at night. There is no one. Oh, I take that back. There's one person. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So we are at Thorncown Chapel? Thorncown Chapel here in Eureka Springs. I've seen pictures. It looks very cool. You've been here before, though.
I have been here before. It's a church on a hill made of glass with the forest all around. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait for you to see it.
All right, let's take a look.
Well, I remember coming here as a kid, and I thought it was so beautiful. But as all things, when you see them as a kid, now that you're back here now as a grown-up, it seems smaller.
It still looks very impressive.
It's beautiful.
I don't think pictures are going to do it justice. Just the walk up here, it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Well, very cool.
It's a cool building. And I did not realize until today that the architect that built this was
An apprentice.
an apprentice of Frank Lloyd Wright,
I read
which
that
is
too.
even cooler.
Yeah, that's neat. It's very cool. It's so simple.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
It is. It is. Who washes all those windows?
Man, I feel bad for the window washer because it's a big job.
No, beautiful. Definitely deserve a visit. You're only going to spend probably 15 minutes here, but it's definitely worth the drive. It's very,
For sure.
very nice. Downtown Eureka Springs, let's check out some stores. I saw the other night there's a Bigfoot store.
So, pro tip, there's no parking down here for crap. So you have to park before you get to downtown. Pay, what, $5-10?
It's $5 for 3 hours.
And then walk. Or you can take the trolley. Either way. But if you think you're going to parallel park down there, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, the trolley doesn't go past 5:30, I think. So we just opted for the safe and just paid to park.
Yep, let's go check it out.
That is cool.
He's fantastic.
A Bigfoot now. There's the pots and pans in the daylight.
Can you see in there?
I don't know. I saw something blue. Eastern Spring Park. Looks like they hold concerts here during the summer. Nice big stage. In fact, looks like someone's setting up.
It's the basin.
The basin. The healing powers of the basin. The legendary Indian healing spring known to Native Americans and early pioneer settlers is the heart of Eureka Springs. The first crowds of health seekers encamped here in 1879, drawn by the promise of near miraculous cures. I think someone's trying to summon me over here to talk. Yes, ma'am. What do you have to contribute?
Did you see this quartz?
That's crazy.
It's huge.
An old Nintendo. But check out these game holders you can hang on the wall. All kinds of real retro gaming stuff.
We're in the nut house. Look at all these different kinds of nuts. Corn nuts. Peanuts. Pistachios. That's funny.
One of the cool hotels. It's on Main Street.
Wow.
Architecture's off. Look what I got.
He got a hat.
A nice hat. It's my first nice hat. Nice straw hat. So I'm happy with it.
I got something for you. Yes, I do.
So walking through downtown, they have all these little sitting areas too, which some of them are actual springs. This, I think, is just a little sitting area up there. This place is supposed to be the oldest building in Eureka Springs. Saddle up.
Supposedly it's been here since the Civil War. Which is kind of cool. But we gotta go to the Crescent. Like, that's in the rock.
Bank
That's cool.
of Eureka Springs. We've made it to the Crescent Hotel. The ghostly Crescent Hotel. We're just going there for food and drink though.
It's pretty cool. It was a hospital. It was a girls' school. Now it's a hotel.
The hospital was a kind of a farce though, right?
Yeah, well, it's a cancer treatment center when they didn't really treat for cancer. And
They
the
killed
doctor,
you.
the guy that was over was kind of crazy, but thus the ghosts, I think.
They killed like 500 people.
Now you're making shit up because he was only charged admitting to 13 people dying, but there's 200 people. I don't know. It's up in the air.
200, 500, 13. The dude killed some folk.
Well, he certainly didn't help them.
There you go. That is true. All right, let's get some food. Look at a
Ghost
ghost
in
in
the
the
window.
window. A family.
Mom and her kids.
Nice looking hotel.
There's a hot tub on the other side of that magnolia tree. And a pool on the other side of the grounds.
Oh, wow. Nice. Where's the food?
Second floor.
Okay.
I think maybe it's top floor. We'll go find it.
Oh, let's go. So the original banister was down here, and they've added this because I guess
People have fallen.
people have fallen all the way down.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Top of the Crescent.
Top of the Crescent. I will say I've been on a ghost tour here, and it's a good one. I would recommend it.
I'm serious.
It's very beautiful up here.
Mm-hmm.
We are done with Eureka Springs. Not completed. I would like to come back. I would absolutely like to come back.
I know. We needed a few more days there.
Yeah, it's kind of like Branson, where I think there's a lot of stuff to do,
Yes, it's a touristy area.
and we just scratched the surface.
We did. But you'd never been there before, so you got a taste of it.
Yeah. I think I'd like to go to the bathhouse.
If we come back to Eureka Springs, I think I would like to take you to the Passion Play. And I would like to see that cave,
Onyx Cave.
Onyx Cave.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think I would like to do the Crescent Hotel tour.
Oh, for sure. I think that would be better than the
I
one
think
we
that would
did.
be neat. And I'm sure there's another, and it doesn't even have to be a haunted tour, but just a walking tour of Eureka Springs too.
I would have also, because there's little springs all around Eureka Springs.
Yeah,
And to go do a spring tour.
that would be cool. I would agree with that.
So I would do that. Anyway, beautiful area, super friendly people, loved the campground.
Wonderlust Campground, very nice.
People were friendly, pool was great.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And the wash machines were only $1.75.
Winner chicken dinner.
Anyway, great time, good stop.
Things you should be aware of when you go. This road getting there, very narrow and windy. There's no shoulder. We actually saw the aftermath of a car that didn't make one of the corners and went off. Looked like rolled a little bit.
Little bit's an understatement. Yeah.
Yeah, so saw that. So just be aware. Don't go too fast.
And then the main streets, or the streets inside Eureka Springs, are very narrow.
Very narrow.
I mean, I had a hard time getting the pickup through things, and that was during the weekday, no traffic. Do not do what this guy did.
Oh my Lord.
And bring your camper
down the middle of Main Street, Eureka Springs. I'm sure he made a wrong turn. I'm sure he regretted his choices the whole time.
Absolutely insane.
We thought it was hilarious because it would be like us to do something similar, but don't do it. Just don't do it. That downtown area shuts down at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
The stores close at 5. By 7, no, like very few people are there.
There were a couple of restaurants open.
Couple, but nobody on the streets.
No.
Nobody.
And yeah, between 9:30 and 10 o'clock,
Ghost town.
definitely a ghost town. No one.
Nobody except the ghosts.
That we didn't see.
Exactly.
So, no one. Anyway, get to Eureka Springs if you can. It's a good time.
All right, that's going to do it for this time. We're going to see you next time in Colorado.
Taylor Park.
Taylor Park, here we come. See you there.
See you on YouTube.